Hello, everybody. Welcome to Japan. This is the B.LEAGUE playoffs, and it's the RYUKYU Golden Kings taking on Yokohama B-CORSAIRS in Game 2. RYUKYU Golden Kings, one of the top sides, one of the favorites coming into the season, and they have played like it already in this series, winning the opening game. And you can see also Chiba Jets are flying high as well, and their clash could be a showdown between Chiba and RYUKYU Golden Kings. Of course, Alvarez Tokyo still in the hunt. They need to get a win today to extend their series. But this man right here, Yuki Kawamura from Yokohama B-CORSAIRS, has not disappointed all year and came out and played well. They came out and played well as a team. But it's one thing to play well. You still have to come out and stop players like Jack Cooley. And that was one of the big issues yesterday. Obviously, Josh Duncan, as we could see him coming out, he can hurt you inside, he can hurt you outside. They had their moments, and they kept it close, certainly through three quarters. And Kawamura and co. did their best to try to stay in the game. But in that fourth quarter, they kind of fell away. Ko Flippin coming out, doing what Ko Flippin does, spinning, driving. And Matsuwaka coming out and drilling some three-pointers. He had a terrific game. Finished with 15 points. Charles Jackson coming out and getting it done as well. And Imamura always a threat. No matter where he is, who the opponent is, coming out and getting it done. Matsuwaka was just, I'm not sure who expected him to come out and have the type of game that he did yesterday, but that's playoff basketball, and the good ones, the cream, well, it rises to the top. The bigger the game, the better the performance. But the good news for this Yokohama B-CORSAIRS team is that they're still alive and kicking, and if they can get a win today, they will even things up. There is the lineup. You can see for RYUKYU, it's a tough lineup. Josh Duncan, and very solid outfit all the way around. Kishimoto, Mimura, Onodera, Cooley, Ko Flippin, Alan Durham was terrific yesterday. Watanabe, Matsuwaki, I talked about. Tashiro, Carl Tamayo didn't get in the game yesterday. The Filipino international might get a run today. And Maki, who wears number 88. Coach Dai Okatani putting his players through their paces, giving them their final instructions before the game. Yokohama B-CORSAIRS, well, they've had a season that nobody saw coming this year. And again, you can't take this team lightly. Patrick Alda coming off the bench, number 1. Kawamura, who's going to play for Japan this summer at the FIBA Basketball World Cup in Okinawa. Akaho, number 5. Number 6, and number 9, Morikawa, who's had his moments this season. Great quarterfinal series. And number 10, Jackson. Keep an eye on Oba coming off the bench. Certainly keep an eye on number 15, Oliver. Sudo will be in the starting lineup for Coach Aoki. King, Matsuzaki, and Edwin Morris, who we didn't see him get any minutes yesterday, usually doesn't get off the bench. Kai King, also a solid player. You know, this is the Yokohama B-CORSAIRS team. I think they showed enough yesterday. They've shown enough all season that they can pull this thing back and level the series and force a game 3. The difficulty is stopping that man right there. Is Josh Duncan on the left. Charles Jackson really has to get out and get it done today as well. You can see he has the potential with his scoring to be a big lift. Those two players in game one, the outstanding players. I think the big question is, are we going to see the best out of Kawamura today? He wants to get his teammates involved, but he also has to be aggressive offensively as he has been all season. So the starting five today for Yokohama B-CORSAIRS. There's Kawamura. Even in hostile territory, the fans give him some applause. And then you've got Akahu coming out, Charles Jackson, Oliver, who really gets it done, and Sudo. The steely gaze of Duncan, the concentration, the focus, the Corsairs, again, losing record last season, sensational this year, and have really helped set this B-League alight with their overall performance. And now as the lights lower, we get ready to see RYUKYU come out. You see those were the numbers yesterday, 86 to 70. And the three-point shooting was really the big difference in this game. 12 made three-pointers for RYUKYU Golden Kings. Matsuwaki was terrific. 5 three-pointers made by the Corsairs. You know, from a rebounding standpoint, 3 more boards. You could probably live with that if you're Yokohama. And all the way down, not a bad overall effort, you know, from an assist standpoint. But it's the three-point shooting, you know, and the two-point shooting, in fact, inside the arc, 62.9%. I mean, you can have no complaints if you're the Yokohama B-CORSAIRS. It really is about getting out and guarding that perimeter and not allowing this RYUKYU Golden Kings team to hurt you from deep like they did yesterday. But you have so many things that you have to keep your eyes on. You know, how do you cope with all of that pressure, especially the likes of Jack Cooley, keeping him off the boards, keeping Durham off the boards. Imamura always there for the big plays. Onodera also in that starting five, along with Jack Cooley, Imamura, Kishimoto, and Duncan. And again, we'll see them come out late, but we're going to see all of the players from the RYUKYU Golden Kings as they inch closer to the B-League championship. Co-flipping. Looks like a prize fighter coming out with the hoodie. So does Alan Durham. You want to get you one of those. That's a sharp-looking, snazzy pregame warm-up. So Tashiro, another weapon coming off the bench. There's Carl Tamayo. I wonder if we're going to see him for the Philippines this summer at the FIBA Basketball World Cup. Really liked how he has played for his national team. Very young player, career, really exciting prospects for him. And so many of the good young Filipino players that have found their way to the B-League and really helped spice up this competition. So, Josh Duncan, one of the men of the moment for the RYUKYU Golden Kings. Kishimoto, maybe an outside shot of playing for Japan. I know that Tom Hovas, the head coach, is going to be looking at everybody. Imamura comes out, one of those clutch performers. Onodera, again, just one of those guys that you want to get into the trenches with and battle away in those big moments. And, of course, Jack Cooley, who really thrives in the big moments, a fiery competitor, and plenty of excitement around his game, determination, physicality, and probably the skill set is underrated because he's such a big player. You think that maybe his biggest asset is his size, which is big, but he will hurt you in many respects when he gets out on the court. He certainly has done a great job preparing this RYUKYU Golden Kings team with their pregame rituals. And the Japanese fans here in the arena, definitely some fans as well from Yokohama B-CORSAIRS, but the majority are the Golden Kings fans, and it just doesn't get any better than this. This is why you play all season, to get to this moment. Josh Duncan again, Onodera number 34, Kishimoto number 14, Imamura number 30, and Jack Cooley number 45 in the starting five for Ryukyu Golden Kings. And Kawamura number 5, Akaho number 6, Charles Jackson number 10, Devin Oliver number 15, and Sudo number 30. Oliver, all-round player, averaging 12.7 points, 9.7 rebounds, 4.3 assists in the playoffs. And Kawamura, I think before his injury, you might have said he would have been perhaps the front runner for the MVP award. He is certainly capable of going off. Here he is. Maybe the one thing that he lacks is experience, but that hasn't held him back all season. But having experience in the regular season and in the postseason, two different things. But I think he is going to be feeling the sense of urgency today to step it up and step it up immediately. Kishimoto, again, a veteran. It's all to do here for Yokohama B-CORSAIRS on the road at the Ryukyu Golden Kings. Hello, everybody, and welcome here to the Okinawa Arena, which is going to be the site of the FIBA Basketball World Cup games this summer, coming up for Japan and a lot of other good teams like Australia and Germany. But right now, and Finland as well, right now it's all about this B-League semifinal game 2 between Ryukyu Golden Kings, Jack Cooley, and the dark uniforms going up against the Yokohama B-CORSAIRS, trying to get into the final where they will play Chiba Jets or perhaps Alvark Tokyo. Kishimoto comes out, launches a 3 right at the beginning of the game, the offensive rebound, and that's not a good sign as Onodera sneaks in there and scores with the putback. Oh, and the bump. Boy, that was a moving foul, and Imamura slow into position. I wonder if they might even go look at this. Is he even thinking about playing the... Yeah, he was just sliding his feet too late there, and they are not going to give away anything cheaply, clearly. So, hopefully, Kawamura is okay. He's going to inbound the basketball. Nice give and go in the inbound zone. Nice pump fake. Great play, great patience, and Sudo with the finish. Kishimoto dancing around, bounce pass, stolen. And great play as Sudo steps in front of the pass and then is fouled by Jack Cooley. And this was just kind of tripped up there at the end. So very kind of a niggling defense being offered right now by the Ryukyu Golden Kings. Kawamura to Suda. Puts it up from deep. Now, long rebound. Kishimoto, where's he going to go? Is he going to try to go all the way? He's going to hand it off, and Charles Jackson couldn't quite control that. It was right in his hands. Okatani doesn't want to see a game 3. He wants to knock this thing out as quickly as possible. Duncan from deep. That's good. Duncan is just outstanding. Again, he can hurt you inside, but as he just showed, he can also hurt you outside. Here's Oliver. He gets in, and the same thing for him. What a move. Just shaking and baking, swerving his way into the lane and making it look like a layup drill. Nobody came close to stopping Oliver there. Kishimoto hands it off. Charles Jackson doesn't want to commit those fouls. Here is Kishimoto. And the three-point shooter is heating up already. Duncan, now Kishimoto. Here goes Oliver again. Steps back, and the left-hander puts it up and in. We've seen it so many times this season where early on, Oliver is the man that just really grabs the bull by the horns and carries the load offensively early on as his team tries to settle into the game. Here's Duncan again from deep. This time clangs it off the backboard. Kawamura races across midcourt, pulls up, launches from deep, and rims out. But Jackson, great job getting the rebound. Oh, nice handoff to Kawamura. Doesn't look at the reverse layup, but instead he puts up the little jumper, and he ties it. Yuki Kawamura. Just worth the price of admission. So many of these players, but especially Kawamura. Kishimoto looks for space, spins, gets it up, and here comes Oliver. So the bump and the foul. Onodera. I tell you what, he is just barging into him. I mean, I think the coach is right. They should look at that. That is not a basketball play. That is running into the player. You're not making a play on the ball. For me, that is an unsportsmanlike foul. And I think they're going to be fortunate, Onodera and RYUKYU Golden Kings, if they don't call it. But that's probably the third, maybe even the fourth time in this game already. We're not even 3.5 minutes in, where we're seeing just a real physical, bumping game. We've seen them send them down to the hardwood a couple of times. That time, Kawamura gets bumped. I mean, you gotta make a play on the basketball. This isn't ice hockey, so let's see what they call. Oh, they call the normal foul. I am surprised. I don't like that. Unless they've called the unsportsmanlike, and I've read that signal wrong. I didn't see the left hand go up and clasp. Yeah, they just called it a normal foul. I don't know. I think you've got to make a play on the ball. I think that's unfortunate. And it kind of sets the tone for that type of game. And that is just, it's not good for me. Here's the bounce pass, and they get the 2 points anyway. Of course, they would have had 2 free throws and possession if they had made the unsportsmanlike foul call. And you could see kind of the resigned look on the face of Kawamura. He's like, we're just going to have to take it and get on with it. And he's coming out and playing well so far here at the start. Duncan. And another three-pointer, this time from Onodera. And what ruined the chances for Yokohama B-CORSAIRS yesterday is already a problem here today. 3 three-pointers have been made by the home team. Charles Jackson backs up against Josh Duncan. Oh, what a spin, and the foul called on Duncan. Charles Jackson, they didn't stop him yesterday. And I liked how he went off the right foot, made sure he got the contact, and he earns a trip to the free throw line. Alan Durham comes in. He presents a whole new set of problems. Talking about physicality, he takes it to a different level. And you can imagine not sure what the stoppage in play is for. So RYUKYU Golden Kings will wait before they step up. And this crowd is not liking, for whatever reason. I'm almost wondering if they thought it was unsportsmanlike. It was just because the Ryukyu Golden Kings didn't get into position on that first free throw. Now they come up. And I guess they're just trying to make as much noise as they can to put off Jackson, who takes his time and makes both free throws. Imamura gets it deep, puts it up from the baseline, misses. Probably not a bad one to give away if you're going to give anything away from Yokohama's standpoint. Let him have that shot. Here's Kawamura. If you're Yokohama, you want to play from the front today. You don't want to fall behind. Akaho. Well, I'm not sure exactly what it is, Coach Aoki, if he's giving him the green light to put up those threes, but that's what they're doing right now. And Akaho, a big-time scorer. Right now, you want to get the ball into your scorer's hands here early. Great defense from Oliver. Kawamura. Well, Yuki likes this matchup. He's going to go. He's going to get blocked. Great recovery from Duncan. And Imamura on the break. And Ryukyu Golden Kings go back in front. Well, it's not often that you see Kawamura, but it was pretty deliberate. And Duncan knew he was going to launch the three. Here's the pass to Jackson. Guarded by Duncan. He spins. He goes up with the left hand. What a finish. Boy, he has been terrific. Durham. Onodera, his second three-pointer of the game. Yokohama trying to withstand this three-point shooting barrage from Ryukyu Golden Kings. It was the problem yesterday. It's the problem today. And that was a hold on Onodera. That's his second foul. Clear grab on Kawamura. Watch him get a... Tries to get around the screen, then he grabs Kawamura. He goes out of the game. If I'm the referees, I'm looking at this Ryukyu Golden Kings team. There's a lot of shirt grabbing, a lot of sliding into the opponents. Here's Ko Flippin comes into the game now. And I really think if you're Yokohama B-CORSAIRS, if you're Kawamura and you make these free throws, you're very happy about where you are at this moment because Ryukyu Golden Kings have started hot from outside. They've made the 4 3-pointers, and still, you're right where you want to be. You're tight. Obviously, you want to be in front. You do not want to have to play catch-up like you did yesterday. Kawamura now is going to go out of the game after knotting the game at 16. Imamura inside. Durham lays it up with his right hand. Sudo did not go for the block. And now the defense, and Durham comes up, and that's what you cannot afford to do when Kawamura goes out of the game. You can't start turning the basketball over. And reaching in and committing the foul. Akaho definitely fouled Imamura. Got him on the right arm as he went past. And here's the man that really killed him yesterday, Matsuwaki from RYUKYU Golden Kings. Let's see if he can continue his hot shooting. He had the 5 3-pointers yesterday. Flipping outside to Durham. Durham backing his way in there. Here's Flipping for 3. And Durham with the offensive rebound. And, well, you get the guy to miss. You got to grab the rebound. And it's awfully difficult when Alan Durham is in there battling away for the basketball. Kenta Mori also in the game right now for Yokohama. B-CORSAIRS, the captain, number 18. And he shares, gives the instructions to his teammates. Also in the game is Oba, number 14. And Aoki coaching every single second of this game. He is trying to make the right decisions to counter the strengths of this RYUKYU Golden Kings team. And one of their strengths is their ability to get on the offensive glass and get those rebounds. Kawamura taking a breather. And would imagine that he's going to get back in the game as quickly as possible. Oh, Durham misses. Can you believe it? And he gets the long rebound. This could be a huge trip down the floor. Another attempt at 3 is good. Turns out to be a 4-point trip down the floor. And RYUKYU Golden Kings now with their biggest lead of the game, 22-16. If you can't grab those defensive rebounds, you're going to have problems. Now the temptation is to try to get it all back all at once. And, well, stroking it from downtown to Oba. That was a huge shot. He was wide open. He took it. He made it. Also in the game right now is Maki, number 88 for the RYUKYU Golden Kings. 3-point shot. This time is short. And Alan Durham hustles, not able to grab the rebound this time. They love him here in Okinawa. Durham, who is just a monster in so many ways. And I say that Patrick Auda checks into the game. He's going to try to handle him. I mean, Alan Durham averaging in the playoffs 20.7 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists. Auda hands it off. Kenta Mori, the captain. Here goes Jackson. Spins, turns, pump fake, puts it up. He finishes, and he wanted to get to the line. It looked like after the pump fake, Durham kind of left his feet, made some contact. Charles Jackson, a little bit unfortunate not to get to the free throw line. He's having a great start to the game. Maintaining his concentration. Here goes Durham now. His bounce pass out of bounds. It was the right idea. But at the feet of Watanabe. And now Kenta Mori. Less than a minute and a half remaining in this opening quarter. Yokohama B-CORSAIRS. Inside to Jackson. Back outside to Mori. Mori drifts in. Well, it was a great take. He went off of his right foot, but just missed the layup badly. Matsuwaki gets it over to Ko Flippin. Ko on the go. Oh, he wedges it. Look at that. And the check, Patrick Auda knocks it away. Yokohama B-CORSAIRS facing a little bit of adversity here in the opening quarter, but hanging tough, and they can take the lead on this possession. But what is it that you want to get out of this? Now, Kenta Mori did the right thing on the last by driving. He just missed the layup. Charles Jackson's been almost unstoppable when he's been getting his touches. Here he is with the pass, and now Auda holds his ground and goes up and scores. What a quality finish from Patrick Auda. So Yokohama B-CORSAIRS trying to knot the series. Go back up by 1. Durham from downtown misses. Here goes Kentamori. Kentamori gets to the middle of the court. His pass inside, and they call the foul on Durham. Well, Jackson's been the player of the game for me so far for Yokohama. In these difficult circumstances, this tough environment, he has come out and delivered in a big way. And here he is getting to the free throw line. If you're a professional player, these are the games that you dream about taking part in. When you're a basketball player, you want to play in the great leagues, and you want to be in these big games, and you want to be playing for titles. You want to get so many opportunities in your career to win those titles, and Jackson looks like a guy that wants to make the most of this opportunity, and he is off to a flyer now, 25-22 Yokohama. And let's see if they can force a turnover here right at the end, and they almost do, but fortunately Maki was able to chase it down. So now Durham has it, and the Ryukyu Golden Kings will attempt to take the last shot. Here's Durham. They cut him off. He throws it out of bounds, and there's 4 seconds on the shot clock, or the game clock rather. Plenty of time. So Durham, a couple times trying to connect with Watanabe, and has been unsuccessful. Auda goes quickly. Is he going to launch it? No, he's going to pass it back to Mori for 3. Oh! Well, it didn't really come close in the end, but they had a good look. But Kawamura and co, so far so good for Yokohama B-CORSAIRS. As they try to force a game 3, they lead at 25-22 over the Ryukyu Golden Kings. Looking at those numbers of Kawamura, and again, that injury that came late in the season kind of impeded, or definitely detrimental effect to his overall production. But I think the smart thing is to let him get back. You got to be really careful about rushing back too soon from injuries. He's back. He's being patient. And I like so far how this game has started for Yokohama and Coach Aoki. And he's trusting all of his players. Morikawa now has come into the game. So Ryukyu Golden Kings starting with possession here at the start of the second quarter, trailing by 3 points. They lead 1-0 in this B-League semifinal. Ko flipping, missing from deep. Remember, the winner will face either the Chiba Jets or Albark Tokyo in the final. Those two teams getting it on today as well. In game 2, Chiba with a 1-0 lead. Nice drive. Nice pass into the paint. A nice finish by Oba, who's bringing some offense off the bench here early. He had the three-pointer. Now he's scored the layup. Durham, biggest deficit of the game faced so far by the Golden Kings. Cooley catches it down low. That's quite a matchup there, Auda and Cooley. Auda not going to give anything away. It's passing outside, and Ko Flippin misses another shot. Oh, and Kintamori and Auda battling each other for the rebound. Hopefully Auda's going to be okay. So Ko Flippin with the cold hand goes out. Kishimoto back into the game. Oh, boy, nice. Oh, boy, Durham. Looked like the ball might have slipped out of his hands as he went up to a break for Yokohama. And now the foul. And Durham goes down and swats the ball away after the whistle. Obviously, he's not going to do that if the play's not dead. So Kishimoto with his first foul of the game. And it's 27-22. Yokohama B-CORSAIRS on top. Here's Auda. Gets into the paint. Pump fake. Good footwork. Good defense, though, from Durham. Just because you get it into that position doesn't mean you have to shoot it if you're Auda. If you're not confident, or if you're not going to get a clean look. Kishimoto drives in with the left hand, and he misses again. So some opportunities to put points on the board being spurned by the home team. And this time Mori gets in, gets rejected by Jack Cooley. And, of course, you like to swat, you like the rejection, but you also like to get possession. And Jack Cooley almost got the possession as well. Just could not quite get it. Oh, the nice pass inside. What a pass, what a catch, and what a finish from Auda. One of the best players coming off the bench in the B-League, without a doubt, the Czech international. And he goes out of bounds. I love the passing game of Yokohama. So Oba into the corner, and Auda makes himself available, raises his hand, and catches the pass and finishes with the plum. Timeout called by RYUKYU. A little bit of a little adversity faced now by the home team. Well, Matsuwaki had that huge game yesterday. Hasn't really tried to assert himself yet. RYUKYU would like to avoid having to go to a game 3. They would like to take care of business today, because if it goes to a game 3, you really start to feel the pressure. But honestly, this Yokohama B-CORSAIRS team is mentally holding it together in tough circumstances today. Remember, they fell behind by 6 points. Yet they have come back. They have been the better team over the last few minutes. Morikawa into the game. Now they try to force the Ryukyu Golden Kings, disrupt their offense. And Kenta Mori called for a foul. Well, that's a touch foul. Maki dribbles right, drifts in, takes a tough shot and makes it. That was a nice finish from Maki. Morikawa over to Mori. Oliver, patient, puts it up, misses. And Cooley with the rebound. Here's Maki again. Let's see if he goes to the basket. He gets rid of it to Kishimoto. Now Durham, shot clock down to 8. Kishimoto loses control. Oba has the ball knocked away from behind by Matsuwaki. And that was just Kishimoto just losing his handle as he tried to drive to the basket. Matsuwaki takes a seat. Three-point shot. You can count it! Oh, Morikawa, what a huge shot that is, and taking it up to an 8-point lead, the biggest of the game. Yokohama beats Corsairs. Now down low to Cooley. Guarded closely. Imamura feeling the sense of urgency himself now. You can see he wants to get involved. He is bumped out on the perimeter by Patrick Alda with 4.6 seconds left on the shot clock. Not a good foul. Well, much like earlier, when I thought they should have called an unsportsmanlike, you could probably make a case for that one. He's not actually playing the ball. Patrick Alda goes out. Charles Jackson comes back into the game. Duncan's back into the game as well for Ryukyu Golden Kings. Cooley catches it and lays it up and in. So Imamura's ability to put the ball on the deck and put pressure on that defense. Draws the defense to him, and then he passes to Cooley. 3-point attempt. That doesn't look good. And the ball goes off of Oliver's hands and out of bounds. And Oba now is going to sit down after that miss. I mean, it's one of these things, again, it's you're open, you're a three-point shooter, but is it too quick? Because you also want to make that defense work a little bit. So Coach Aoki takes him out. Akaho back in the game. Here he is, guarding Imamura. Avoids the screen. This time he can't. Imamura steps back. Kentamori switches on and then leaves him, and, well, they get away with it. Imamura had the look. Just didn't drop, just didn't knock it down. Morikawa, bounce pass to Oliver. Ooh, looked like it traveled. Now passes outside. And Cooley with the rebound. Kishimoto. And Kawamura is going to check back into the game. I was just thinking about when is he coming back, and now the travel has been called on Duncan. So Kawamura, the team actually in better shape than when he left on the scoreboard, comes back in. And let's see if he can pull the strings for this Yokohama B-CORSAIRS team as they try to even the series. Dean Oliver guarding Kawamura closely. Kishimoto doesn't want him to get it, but he does. And offensive foul called on Jackson. Well, he kind of stuck his backside out. I thought they called the foul on him. They called it on Kishimoto in the end. So a break. Certainly looked to me like it might have been on Jackson. He got his feet set in time, but then it looked like he kind of like stuck his hip out. And if you're Yokohama B-CORSAIRS, you'll take anything you can get right now. That's a big call. Can they capitalize? Kawamura back to Oliver, and the lefty lets it fly, rattles out. Kishimoto tried to speed the game up. Kai King in the game as well, guarding Kishimoto. And boy, Duncan backs up. Oh, they're going to call the flop. They call the flop on Dean Oliver. So official timeout. Dean Oliver not excited about that call, but I think it's maybe the right call. Watch this again. Well, I don't know. Looking at it from that, Duncan definitely kind of leaned into him with his shoulder. So first foul called on Oliver. What a contest. I mean, it's got a little bit of everything. There's a real edge to this game. And you can see the scoring there. So leading the way was Jackson with the 10 points. Oba has the 5 points. And then you've got Kawamura, Oliver, and Auda each with 4 points. So good balanced scoring. Just 2 of 9 from three-point range versus 5 of 13 from deep for RYUKYU Golden Kings. But unlike yesterday, the three-point shot has not been decisive. Six points leading the way. 8 points from Onodera is a team high for RYUKYU Golden Kings, and it's 6 points for Durham. Here's Kawamura. Kawamura's played 6 minutes, 50 seconds. He's got the 4 points, the 2 assists, the steal. And again, his minutes still limited because of the late season injury that he picked up. And Coach Aoki, so they call the flop. That's going to be the free throw, the technical free throw, and then possession. Onodera back in the game, and he hits his third three-pointer of the game. Wow. How about that? He looks up at the crowd, says, let's go, let's go. All of the energy, and it's back to a 2-point lead now for Yokohama B-CORSAIRS. Sometimes you just feel it, and today he is feeling it. Three players collapse on Imamura, so he passes it out. And Onodera, despite the Corsair flying right at him, Kawamura able to knock down the three-pointer. 6 3-pointers in the game now overall for this Ryukyu Golden Kings team. So even when you've got this Ryukyu Golden Kings team on the back foot, they're just so talented, so experienced that it's awfully difficult with multiple players able to step up and make big plays. And today that player is Onodera. So the whistle blows and a foul. If it's on Onodera, that's his third. Yes, it is. Oh, that's a big play. Big call. 3 fouls on Onodera. So Onodera giving his team a lift on offense, but now he has to go to the bench after picking up his third foul here late in the first half, or actually in the middle of the second quarter. Here's Kai King. Oh, Kai King forcing that one. What's he doing? That is not what you need if you're Yokohama. Maki gets rejected. Look at the rim protection. Jackson saw that coming from a mile away. He waited for the shot, and then he just sent it off the court. Nowhere near. 11 seconds on the shot clock. Charles Jackson doing everything he can to get his team into a game 3. Pseudo. Now he's in the game. Coach Aoki. His team is led by as many as 8 points. That lead has been cut to 2. Ryukyu Golden Kings can take the lead. If they can knock down a three-pointer, they're going to put it up, and they are not going to make it. The ball batted into the hands of Kawamura, who brings it forward, hands it off to Jackson, puts it up. He's got an and one. Thought he might be flirting with a travel there. And that just goes to show you how quickly the game can change. If the three-point attempt falls, Ryukyu Golden Kings are in front. Oh, that was a great Euro step. But instead, it goes the other way, and Charles Jackson, who has been the best player in this game easily, scores. So Maki picks up the foul, and Jackson and continues to deliver, paying dividends for his club. 3:40 remaining in the first half. That was a huge play. Remember that one, folks. Kishimoto. Imamura. Passes it back outside to Duncan for 3. Long rebound. And Sudo hands it off to Kawamura. Kawamura drives in. He's fouled. He puts it up, and he can't get it to go, but he has a couple of free throws. And that's the problem when you try to guard Kawamura, because he can shoot that 3. You got to get out and guard him, and he will blow past you. And nobody knows that more right now than Maki, who committed the foul and put him on the line. So timeout. Well, the Chiba Jets and Alvark Tokyo will not tip off until 7:05 local time in Japan. So that game starts after this one, 3 hours. 3 hours later. And if there are going to be game threes, well, we will see. So Kawamura goes to the free throw line. And again, you remember that sequence, the missed three-pointer, and then Charles Jackson goes down and gets the three-point play. Kai King goes out of the game. Kitamori out of the game as well. Kaho is in. And this right now looks very promising for Yokohama B-CORSAIRS in hostile territory as they try to knot this series, the semifinal series, at 1 game apiece. Kishimoto coming up on the 3-minute mark here in the first half, and offensive foul. Jack Cooley trying to set the screen, picks up his second. Here he is, look. Just a little bit of a push and well spotted by the referee. So Jack Cooley takes a seat. His second foul, his team trailing by 7 points. These are really the moments, I think, offensively, where you have to go to Durham and let him get you some points. But from a defensive standpoint, RYUKYU Golden Kings, you got to try to stop this guy right here. And they're going to keep it. Now they're going to talk things over, and I think RYUKYU Golden Kings are going to get this basketball. I think that's the right call. And that's good refereeing. They huddle up, and the other referee says, listen, I had a good look at this. I think this clearly goes off Jackson. Imamura got it from behind, and it goes off of Jackson. Kishimoto, bounce pass. Here comes Imamura. Is he going to be the man that looks for the shot, or are they going to try to get it to Durham? Imamura puts it up. Durham goes for the rebound, doesn't get it. Kawamura now brings it forward and makes a difficult pass to Jackson. Well, Jackson has been absolutely terrific today. What a catch that was. That was not an easy catch. Look at this. He's got Maki going forward. He's got Durham. And he takes the contact. Maki goes out. Interesting, when you think about certain matchups, maybe before this series, you don't think that Jackson is going to be the matchup down low that's going to be giving you as many problems as he has, but he has been the dominant player, and that's despite Jack Cooley, Alan Durham, and Josh Duncan being in that lineup for the RYUKYU Golden Kings. But nobody's stopping this man right now, number 10 at the line. And the basketball gods are the only ones that can stop him. His attempt rattles out. And he does get one of two. So back to an 8-point lead, equaling their biggest lead of the game. Co-flipping Imamura, Durham, Duncan, and Matsuwaki. Can Matsuwaki knock down a three here before the half? Well, it's going to be Duncan going to work. Nobody's stopping Josh Duncan. Kawamura, a long way out. That is huge. Well, I was thinking that maybe that's taking it too soon, but he looked good on that release. And now the reach and the foul on Kawamura. Look at Kawamura. So any more fouls from Yokohama, and they will be putting Ryukyu Golden Kings on the free throw line. Duncan again. Going up against Oliver. This time he fades and hits it. Wow. Twice Duncan gets it down low, and they can't stop him. Kawamura dribbles, baseline, and makes the wrong decision there. His pass wasn't there. Is he trying to get it to a Kaho? Oh, no, he's trying to pass it back outside. Yeah, that was the right play, trying to get it out to Dean Oliver. But the hands were active on defense. Co-flipping, back to Duncan. He's doing it all, and he's now knocked down a three. He scored 7 points here in this critical juncture of the game late in the second quarter. Twice he went to work down low. We saw him score with a layup, then a little bit of a fadeaway in the lane, and now he has knocked down a three-pointer, and that is what you call a very, very good player. He just creates multiple problems because of his all-around skill set and his physicality, his strength. This was Kawamura's three-pointer. Well, Josh Duncan, if he does indeed get to the finals, he will face his former team, Chiba Jets, a team that he won the B-League with. That would be one of the big subplots. Now Jackson thinking, wow, we've been doing so well, but our lead, once again, just 4 points. Very important final minute of this first half for the Yokohama B-CORSAIRS. They want to get a little bit of the momentum back before they go to halftime. Here's Kawamura into the corner, and terrific effort by Imamura, almost going the other way for the layup. And the crowd loving it. And this is the type of play, it's not going to show up in the stat sheet, but it is huge. Just goes to show how alert he is. They're trying to pass it back to Sudo. 6 seconds on the shot clock. What you like about that is him diving, laying out. Because that type of effort puts all of his teammates on notice. If he's doing it, we got to do it. Here's Kawamura. Pulls up from deep. Misses. Now Durham. Charles Jackson trying to guard him. And Durham gets inside and earns a trip to the line. Well, they tried to sandwich him. And he was able to split that defense. So Sudo picks up the foul with the help defense. And Durham goes to the line. So the players It's the D's getting it done. Duncan. And now Durham. And once again, if he misses this, Yokohama have to be able to get the rebound, but he doesn't. He makes it, and it's a 2-point game. Dean Oliver. Pseudo. Akaho's in that left corner. Look at that. And this defense is taken over now. Kawamura commits the foul. Great job by Ko Flippin. So Kawamura goes out, and Ko Flippin, big play by him. And a chance now for RYUKYU Golden Kings to tie it at the free throw line. Oh, no, excuse me. They're going to inbound it. Akaho guarding Imamura. And the drive in. Here goes Oliver. He launches it from deep and misses. So 41-39. Yokohama B-CORSAIRS hanging on by the skin of their teeth. 41-39. Yokohama B-CORSAIRS over the RYUKYU Golden Kings at halftime. Well, we were at halftime, and Ryukyu Golden Kings, who lead it 1-0, are trailing by a couple of points to the Yokohama B-CORSAIRS. Yokohama playing with a sense of desperation today, knowing their season will come to an end if they can't get the victory in Game 2. Remember, they lost yesterday after fading in the fourth quarter. Some great three-point shooting by the Golden Kings. And Ryukyu Golden Kings had it going early on, went up by 6 points. But some terrific shot making, some plays. You saw Oba stroking it, and then Patrick Oda came in and gave some good minutes early on. Charles Jackson, of course, has been outstanding. Kawamura's had his moments as well. And Yokohama have gone up by as many as 8 points in this contest. But twice they have led by that, and both times the other team has come back. Ryukyu Golden Kings have come back to take the lead. So if Yokohama are able to hold on and get a Game 2 win, then Game 3 will be on Tuesday. These players would get a day off to rest. I guess 3 days in a row is probably too much for anybody, and that would be something else if indeed there was a Game 3. And you love that camera angle, seeing Onodera, who was terrific in that first half with the 3 3-pointers, but he did pick up 3 fouls. The Euro step by Charles Jackson got him to the line for the and one. And Kawamura stroking that 3-pointer, but then it was all Ryukyu Golden Kings down the stretch. Josh Duncan, who had scored a couple of times down low, stepped out and popped the 3-pointer. And that's where we are. So, looking at the numbers, 11 of 15, Yokohama inside the arc, 7 of 15, so 4 more makes, but 4 less makes, similar to yesterday. So it's kind of a similar game that was played yesterday. I guess the big difference today is that Yokohama able to get to the free throw line, 10 of 11 at the stripe, 4-5 for Ryukyu Golden Kings. And Yokohama, despite giving up some big offensive rebounds, they are out-rebounding Ryukyu Golden Kings overall 16 to 15. Then you've got 12 points in the paint being scored by Ryukyu Golden Kings, 18 by Yokohama. 4 points off turnovers for the home team, 3 for Yokohama. And the bench points, well, Yokohama getting 12 points from their bench, 10 points for Ryukyu Golden Kings. And excuse me, the biggest lead for Yokohama has been 9 points, not 8. Whereas the home team, Ryukyu Golden Kings, they had that first quarter lead of 6 points. They did reclaim the momentum, though, at the end of the first half, and the onus is now on this team right here, Yokohama, who are getting the 14 points from Charles Jackson, 9 points from Yuki Kawamura, 5 points from Oba, and 4 points apiece from Dean Oliver and Patrick Auda. And you look at that head-to-head matchup that was so big yesterday and again today, and it just seems like there's a little more pressure on Charles Jackson to play that perfect game, because you wouldn't say inside is where their strength is. So he has to really put his team on his back, which he's been able to do in this series. But even though he was able to do it yesterday, it still wasn't enough. So you have to bear that in mind with Durham, with Jack Cooley, and with Josh Duncan. And we saw Josh Duncan particularly pick up the baton and run with it there at the end of the second quarter and really bring his team back. So Josh Duncan's won the title. He knows what it's all about. You know, he won the title with the Chiba Jets, and he's trying to get the Ryukyu Golden Kings to the championship, at least to the finals, where he might end up playing his former team, Chiba Jets. Second half action underway. Yokohama B-CORSAIRS trailing in this series. 1-0, but with a 2-point lead. Jackson catches and scores, and they come right out and execute the offense. And Jackson just has been sensational. Imamura bounce pass to Cooley, and Charles Jackson does not go for the block. I think he doesn't want to risk picking up the foul and giving Cooley a chance for a three-point play. Kawamura doesn't mess around and hits the three-pointer. 12 points for Yuki Kawamura. And good, strong play by Imamura, putting the pressure. And Akaho moving his feet, reaches in, takes the ball, but also you can see his right hand on Imamura. And I guess in the grand scheme of things, not a bad foul to give, although you've now got 3 fouls if you're Akaho. And you have put Imamura on the free throw line. So Imamura misses the first. Dai Okatani, knowing his team is in a real battle. And Imamura takes his time and strokes the free throw. So back to a 4-point game. Ko flipping into the game, played well defensively at the end of the second quarter. He has to guard Kawamura. Kawamura steps back. High arcing shot. Kishimoto. Okay, Cooley hands it off to Imamura. Imamura goes around Jackson, puts it up and in. And again, it's a 2-point lead for Yokohama. Some questions being asked about their defense here early in the second quarter. Akaho puts it up with the left hand. Oh, good defense by Oliver to come up with the steal. Kawamura almost has it knocked away by Ko Flippin. He puts it up. Charles Jackson with the offensive rebound. Inside it goes. Oh, great play by Jackson. He's just doing everything. And that was a huge steal by Dean Oliver. There's Duncan. Excuse me, Devin Oliver. I keep saying Dean Oliver. Devin Oliver. Apologies to the Oliver family. Devin. Having a devil of a time saying Devin. Here he is, Pseudo taking one for the team, botting up on Josh Duncan, and they call the foul. Duncan drives, puts it up, and just like the end of the first half, comes out and delivers. And much like there's been no answer for Charles Jackson at this end, there's been no answer for him. Oh, what a take from Oliver. He really picks his moments nicely. He doesn't force anything. He lets the game come to him. Almost getting the steal there. And a three-point shot is good from Duncan, who now emerges as the MVP candidate in this series with that shot. And look at Jackson. Terrific play. If he's going to catch the ball that low with his footwork, he's going to get the basket. The jump shot off target. Ko flipping goes for the steal. Kawamura again. Kawamura drives in, puts it up and in. And we saw the burst of speed there by Kawamura. It looks like he's saved some fuel for the second half as he blows past the defense. Now Ko flipping. Might he try to drive? He gets into the paint. Back outside it goes. Kishimoto, a good 2 meters from behind the arc. Now he drives in. Sudo gets the hands up. Kishimoto misses from deep. And I think anytime that you can force Ryukyu Golden Kings to go away from Josh Duncan right now, you're happy because he has been so good. Cooley goes out and Durham comes in, and they are really going to ratchet up the pressure on the boards with Alan Durham checking in. And Patrick Oda comes in as well, the Czech international. Sudo hands it off. The D picking up. Kawamura guarded by Duncan. Shot clock about to expire. He gets in, puts up a little runner. And Duncan with the rebound. Well, Duncan doing it all. Defense on Kawamura has been outstanding. Here's Durham catching it low. I like how Patrick Oda gets over there and helps up Durham. He kind of took away his landing, knocked him off balance. He doesn't want Durham to be mad at him. Can Yokohama force a game 3 that'll be played on Tuesday? Or can this Ryukyu Golden Kings team just complete the 2-0 sweep today and go into the finals? That's the question mark. Right now, Yokohama up by 5. Here's Ko flipping, and he is fouled in the paint. He's looking at the referee saying, I got hit in the face. Give me an unsportsmanlike. Oh, boy. He definitely swiped down at the ball. Suda, that was a flirting with an unsportsmanlike. I think he's going for the block, but that was a pretty physical hit. Has to be said, it's been like that for both teams. Aoki brings out Sudo, who gets the high fives, the low fives, the pats on the head from his teammates. And Ko flipping. Drills the first one. Onodera Matsuwaki over there on the bench. Doesn't look like a team that's under pressure. Okatani, that's the man with all the pressure. He's got to pull the right strings today to avoid that game 3, because if you get to a game 3, that's when it gets really tricky. Right now, it's a 3-point lead for Yokohama. Interesting decision to have Ko flipping on Kawamura. Jackson bounce past Kawamura. What a play. And Ko flipping maybe fortunate to get away without a foul being called there. He was like white on rice guarding. Oh, look at this. Durham with the boards. And look at Ko flipping, and Ko flipping not able to get it. And the battle between Ko flipping right now and Kawamura is about as intense as it gets. Look at this, and look at the passing. That's where, I mean, surely that's got to be a foul. Charles Jackson doing it all right now today, folks. His passing, his scoring, his rebounding. Here's Kawamura. This time, Josh Duncan. I mean, Duncan is the guy that can stop Kawamura. That's what's really interesting. Durham, they're going to say the foul before the shot. Durham was trying to get the 3 free throws. 5 points to difference. Look at this. Duncan is just outstanding. I mean, say what you want to about his multiple skills on offense, but his defense, he's even able to get out there and guard Kawamura. And he even guards him out on the perimeter. Charles Jackson picks up the foul. So Yokohama over the limit here early in this third quarter. And look at that. No fouls have so far been whistled on RYUKYU Golden Kings. So the free throw line is an area where they can, RYUKYU Golden Kings can really take advantage here in this third quarter. Well, Durham only makes 1 of 2. So they've had a few misses today at the free throw line, including a couple here in the second half. And good defense by Imamura, and Akaho cannot turn the ball over in this situation. Turnovers are toxic. And that's the type of play where Imamura really excels. He just does the dirty work. Okay, Duncan. Looks like Jackson has been hit where it hurts. Offensive rebound and put back. And a huge sequence here, potentially for RYUKYU Golden Kings, as Durham will go back to the free throw line. That's just good physical play, and that's a good call because Alda fouled Durham. So a chance to pull to within 1 point, and Jackson was really struggling there after getting hit below the belt. You can see he's still feeling it. Just get the feeling that if this RYUKYU Golden Kings team gets in front here in the second half, it's going to be awfully difficult to pull them back in, to reel them back in. It's a 1 point game. Yokohama, can they get some points? Kenta Mori. Kawamura is still in the game. Mori picks up the dribble. Patrick Oda, and tried to pass to the corner, turns it over. A little bit of confusion in the ranks. And now Kawamura comes up limping. He's going to go out of the game. And I don't know if that's his ankle. And he is in obvious discomfort right now. That is not a good sign. And Devin Oliver shouting there should have been a foul called on that play. Well, it's just a moment when RYUKYU Golden Kings finally go back in front and pull away. It feels like right now, almost inevitable, that they will take the lead. Kishimoto misses, and Jackson with the rebound. Well, they had their opportunity. Who is going to step up now? As Morikawa is in the game. He's a threat. Oba is in the game. Here he is. Bounce pass to Jackson. Jackson! Of course it has to be Charles Jackson. Great passing. Great teamwork. Jack Cooley getting ready to re-enter the contest. Bounce pass. Onodera. He's hit some big threes today. He's hit 3. Is he going to launch another one? Kenta Mori comes out. Offensive foul called on Duncan. Terrific play. Sometimes it's the little things like that, but Kenta Mori not afraid to stick his nose in there where it's not wanted. And watch this. Gets right up on Duncan, and Duncan pushes off to clear out. No argument from the superstar there, and he is a superstar the way he has played today. That's his second foul. He's going to go out of the game. So Cooley comes back in. Kenta Mori, the captain, picks up the dribble. Mori calls the play. Alda fakes the handoff, drives in. He got it deep. There's Jackson once again going up. Good defense. Now Durham Gets it outside on Odera, and he misses finally, but there's the offensive rebound. And putback attempt by Cooley. He misses, but he is fouled, so free throws coming. And Charles Jackson says to the refs, hey, there was some bumping and grinding down low at the other end. There was no call. So the foul on Oda, he's going to have to come out of the game. That's his fourth. I'm assuming it's going to be Devin Oliver that comes back in. Yeah, so it is Devin Oliver. And Oda goes out. He is just a battler. And Jack Cooley, another free throw miss. So 9 of 13 now at the free throw line for Ryukyu Golden Kings. 10 of 11 for Yokohama when they've been able to get to the stripe. Makes 1 of 2. Kentamori, entry to Jackson, goes up and gets to the line. Have they called an offensive foul? Surely not. I think Jackson was a little bit concerned there. Oh, they could have called it actually. Well, I mean, you know, looks like maybe Jack Cooley, a little bit unfortunate in that sequence. When you slow it down and look at it, it looked like Charles Jackson clearly kind of cleared out. But they will often give that offensive player, I think, just a little bit of an advantage. So the lead goes back to 5. Cooley. Imamura loses it as he drives it. Oh, they call the block. That almost looks like a makeup call to me. Watch this. Yeah, I mean, he's still moving his feet, but it looked like he might have had position. That's 50-50, and this one goes against Yokohama. So they even out over the course of the game. Here's Coach Aoki. Here, last time we saw Imamura go to the line, he missed the first and made the second. Let's see if he can sink them both this time. Boy, Duncan has been terrific. And you know he's resting up for a big fourth quarter right now. So the fans here in Okinawa applauding as Imamura makes both free throws. Oba for 3. Durham pushes it quickly. Jack Cooley catches it and puts it up and in. And Charles Jackson is going to look at the referee and say, man, I was pushed over. Watch this. Well, he was already out of the picture there. Charles Jackson has just done yeoman's work today. He has been taking the punishment, and you just wonder if he's going to last the full 40 minutes. He's not in foul trouble, but seems like he needs a break. Devin Oliver gets in, gets rejected. Cooley with the great defense, got his hands up. Are they going to take the lead? Finally, open 3. Count it! Matsuwaki, of course it is. Or no, Maki, excuse me. And now can Yokohama B-Corsairs Stop the bleeding. We need to get a good shot here. Oliver, who just had his shot blocked. And if it's on Cooley, no, it's on Imamura. I think Oliver's lucky that they've called the foul on Imamura. That is 3 fouls on Imamura, and that means that they can hold it for the last shot. Yokohama B-CORSAIRS trailing in the series 1-0. If they lose today, their season is over. Trying to force a game 3, which would be played on Tuesday. Here's a shot, and Oliver with the follow puts it up just in the nick of time. Huge play by Devin Oliver. So that basket ties it up. Every possession crucial. Ryukyu Golden Kings, they've trailed by as many as 9 points. They have battled back and tied it at 63 at the end of the third quarter. Well, the big question is, are we going to see Kawamura again today? He limped out of the game with, looked like an ankle injury. And to lose Kawamura in a game like this is about as bad as it gets, even at 60 to 70%. He's going to help you, but anything less than that, you have to wonder if it's better if he doesn't re-enter the game, if he doesn't have his mobility, and I guess it depends on the severity of the turned ankle. But he's noticeably limping, and I suppose really that Coach Aoki will leave it up to him whether or not he feels like he can go and whether he can help the team. As it is, it's going to be Oba. Alda's coming back into the game. He's got the 4 fouls. Morikawa, certainly in the quarterfinal series, demonstrated a lot, and I think he's played well in his minutes in this series. So he's in the game, and we are now underway in the fourth quarter. Tied. Maki, who hit the go-ahead three-pointer. Now Cooley gets it down low. They battle. Cooley gets it back, puts it up. And that is just relentless. That's why they call rebounding is the statistic of desire. Because he showed plenty of desire on this one. Doing a great job, just not giving up. And you almost wonder if Oliver, because he was going for the basketball as well, if he knocked it out of his hands. The foul called on Oliver. So Cooley, another free throw miss for him. Yokohama have definitely caught a break today with some of the free throw misses from this Golden Kings outfit. And Cooley does make 1 of 2 to put his team back in front. Kenta Mori over to Devin Oliver. Oda, the pass not there, hands it off to Kenta Mori. They're going to shoot a three. Oba, and he's going to knock it down. Oh, the three-point shot. You need somebody else to step up with Kawamura out of the game. Oba has had a couple of big threes today. Oh, sweet drive and finish by Durham to tie the game at 66. Oda dribbles just back into the paint and loses it out of. He's not just going to get a call if there's contact, especially if he's initiating it. Yeah, he's lowering his shoulder and going right into Cooley. And that's a good decision by the referee. Maki over to Ko-Flippin. Now Durham. Can they stop Durham? Oliver with the tough assignment. Gets it back to Ko-Flippin. Open for three. And misses it badly. Ko-Flippin can hit that shot, but I think if you're going to pick your poison, I mean, really, I'd say the chances are he's not going to make it. So you're more than happy to give that away. Bounce pass, Oda gets in, lays it up and in. Matsuwaki going for the block, but Patrick Oda with the 4 fouls, able to put his team back in front. Now 2 minutes and change into this fourth quarter. Cooley surrounded and fouled before the shot. Good job by Kenta Mori coming over with the help defense. And they'll put 14 seconds on the shot clock. Oh boy, he got him on that right arm, clearly. Well, if you want Patrick Oda to stay in the game, you gotta give him some help. So now it's gonna be Jackson that comes back in and Oda. So Jackson could not have played any better today, in my opinion. Here's Ko-Flippin, and off to Jack Cooley, ties it again. 8,619 fans, the record high for this Okinawa arena here today. Just shows you how huge this game is. What a drive and what a finish. Boy, Morikawa. So the crowds have been coming out all season long, and they don't get any better than this here in Okinawa. Here's Durham driving in and scoring. That's a couple of times where he has just gotten right to the rim. 7:04 remaining in the game, all knotted at 70. So again, 8,619 fans have filled up the Okinawa arena today, a record high for this arena. So much noise in this place, it feels like there's even more than that. Sudo drives in, looking for contact. Chance to take the lead for the Golden Kings once again. And Morikawa commits the foul. That is the third foul on Yokohama in this quarter. Coach Aoki just trying to hang on before he gets Devin Oliver back in the game and possibly Kawamura. We'll see. Ko-Flippin hands it off. And Josh Duncan puts Ryukyu Golden Kings back in front. Yeah, I think this is a great timeout because they are definitely on the back foot right now. There's Ko-Flippin, goes over the bench, gets the high five as Ryukyu Golden Kings go back on top. Great penetration by Ko Flippin. And I don't understand why you have both Oda going in and Jackson covering that, because you're going to leave Duncan wide open. And it looked like Kentomori got away with a shirt tug as well on Ko Flippin. So 18 points for Josh Duncan. Been the best player on the court for his Ryukyu Golden Kings team today. There is no doubt about that. He's got the 3 rebounds and the block as well. So Charles Jackson with the 23 points, the 5 rebounds, the 4 assists. But again, without Yuki Kawamura, who I think has rolled his ankle, he's got the 16 points, the 3 assists. He has turned it over a couple of times and had a couple of shots blocked. But without him, it's a less potent offense, shall we say. And right now, it's Yokohama need someone to step up. Perhaps Morikawa scored on that drive. He's got 5 points today. He's also hit a 3-pointer. Oba has been good, but he's on the bench right now. And let's see what play they decide to run. Kentomori, offensive foul. Being blanketed by Ko Flippin, and he kind of pushes off with his left arm. Watch this. Absolutely. He popped him right in the face. Great defense by Ko Flippin. Well, that is, they're going to look and see if this is an unsportsmanlike. And if they call this an unsportsmanlike, you just feel like it might be a blow that they won't be able to recover from. He clearly swung his left elbow and caught him in the face. And Ko Flippin showing today that even if you're struggling on offense, you can still contribute with your defense. He has been terrific defensively. And also his playmaking has been good. So they called it just a normal foul. So I think they're fortunate they didn't call the unsportsmanlike, but again, they didn't call the unsportsmanlike earlier in the game. Pass outside to Durham. And Morikawa with the foul. That's number 4. Or no, that puts him on the line, Durham. Right now you feel this game slipping away from Yokohama. But you got to give all the credit to the Ryukyu Golden Kings and their defense. And Kawamura indeed is going to check back into the game. What drama we have here. Turned his ankle. He's going to try to grit it out. And you just hope that, more than anything, that he's going to be okay. Durham comes out, makes one of two. Flippin will be well aware of Kawamura, perhaps a little bit of loss of mobility. Now Jackson. Morikawa, his pass. Look out, here comes Imamura. And the lead goes to 5 points. Sudo in the paint. And it's all going horribly wrong here for Yokohama at the worst point of the game. The worst moment. They've got to get a stop. Maki for three. And terrific rebound by Auda. Patrick Auda. If that shot goes in for Maki, you feel like it's game over. There's no coming back from 8 points down. So Patrick Auda with the 4 fouls, he goes out of the game. And Devin Oliver comes back in. Kahu also back in the game, and Ken Oliver get past Duncan, who's back in the game for the Golden Kings. Also guarded by Durham. Oliver gets, well, the pick, and then he drives, he puts it up, and you can count it! Huge play. Boy, that was just, I mean, it's, Oliver can just do things. He's, in many respects, he's a bigger version of Kawamura. I mean, he can do it all. So 3 fouls on Duncan, and Devin Oliver cuts the deficit to 2 points. Durham, good catch. Hands it off to Flippin. What a play by Flippin. Flippin wanting an and one, but not going to get it. Timeout. 4 points. The difference. Flippin showing his aerial artistry on this one. Watch this. Let's see if there's a foul. Durham with a nice handoff. Well, it didn't seem like a foul. Boy, look at Josh Duncan. He just looks exhausted, doesn't he? So great time for Flippin. And you look at the foul trouble. Patrick Auda with the 4 fouls. Also 4 fouls for Sudo. And the man that has really been kind of Superman this season, Kawamura. Can he get something here late? Or perhaps Devin Oliver, maybe your best bet, letting him go to work, drive, and if they cut off his penetration, try to get it to Jackson, who's been outstanding. Remember, you attack the basket, usually good things happen. Here's Jackson, gets it deep, able to get rid of the basketball. No, he turns it over. He lost his footing. Well, I liked the play call, but the problem was that Jackson just not able to stay on his feet. And then Akaho perhaps should have done better there. A couple of times the ball is going off of his hands and out of bounds. Well, again, maybe the moment of truth here for Yokohama. They need a stop in a big way. If they don't get it here, you really have to like Ryukyu Golden Kings' chances of getting the 2-0 sweep. Durham, Duncan, Imamura for three. They live dangerously, and they survive yet again, Yokohama. Devin Oliver. Imamura trying to get the steal. I think their best bet is to get the ball to Oliver and let him drive. I think he can beat anybody. Get the ball to Devin Oliver, let him get into the paint, and then when the defense collapses, he gets it to Jackson. Here he is. He's going to hand it off, sets the pick. Now he's going to roll. No, he's going to stay out. Kawamura, shot clock down to 6. Kawamura guarded by Duncan. Duncan's been winning this battle all day long. And Oliver not able to get the rebound. Instead, it's Durham with 3.5 minutes to go. And once again, Ryukyu Golden Kings looking for what would be a killer punch. Co-flipping. Imamura puts it up from deep. He was trying to get the foul called. And now they blow the whistle and call the foul on Duncan, but it's only their third team foul. So that was, if it was unnecessary, it isn't costly other than the fact it's given Duncan his 4th foul. And he's going to go out of the game. And Jack Cooley's going to come back in. So Duncan goes out. Duncan having scored 18 points. But Cooley comes back in, 10 points, 7 rebounds. Kishimoto also comes back into the game. He's got 3 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Kawamura. This is what I like. Oliver steps back for 3. You can count it! Boy, Devin Oliver. I almost thought his best bet was getting to the basket, but he's shooting the basketball so well. That's not a bad option. Oliver today, in fact, that's his first make from deep. He's 1 of 4, but he was 6 of 7 inside the arc. That's just clutch. That is money. Well, it's really felt like for this entire 4th quarter, it has only been a matter of time before the Ryukyu Golden Kings put this thing away, but they've missed a couple of shots. And Yokohama B-CORSAIRS have been able to make some big plays themselves to stay in it. So this game has a long way to go here. The final 3 minutes. And Ko Flippin, again, who's been outstanding defensively. Also really tough on his drives and has made a couple of big shots. He's in the game. Imamura. Kishimoto for three, coming out and drills it. Wow. Talk about quality. That is complete confidence right there. His range is really deep. That was a couple of meters behind the arc. Team foul number 4 on Ryukyu Golden Kings. So no free throws. More like 1.5 meters behind the arc. Kawamura, his path to the basket blocked to get it to Charles Jackson, though. Great pass by Kawamura to Jackson. Just a terrific performance today by Jackson. Flipping. Flips it over to Durham. Guarded by Devin Oliver. His pass down low to Cooley, who's fouled and makes the shot. And now has a chance to take it up to a 5-point lead. Boy, Jack Cooley has been so good today. Might have gotten away with a little bit of a push there, clearing out to get some space to shoot it, but give him credit. And indeed, it's a 5-point lead. That's the fact, Jack. And it's a 83-78, 1:50 remaining. We saw Oliver hit a big three. Here's Kawamura, hands it off to Jackson, and Jackson battles, and he was sandwiched. He had a couple of players there, Durham and Cooley, and just could not get it to go. Here's Durham. They don't have to be in a rush. Kishimoto for three. They could challenge this. You can hear Jack Cooley. Let's go, he says. I thought Kishimoto took that shot too early. So I'm not exactly sure who they've given the ball to here. It looked like they'd given it initially. So they're going to review it. Now, I'm not sure if this is a coach's challenge or if they can review it themselves if they want to in these last moments, but I think they got it right. I think it's going to be Yokohama basketball. But let's see what they say. Remember, 8,619 fans today, a record high for this arena here in Okinawa. And indeed, it will be Yokohama basketball. Jack Cooley's wrong on that one. Referees got it right. They looked at it. Took advantage of the technology. So Kawamura brings it forward. Oliver drives in and makes the shot. And I think that was a good no call as well. So now it's back to a 3-point game. Can they get another stop? Imamura drives in. Nobody boxes out Cooley, and Oliver comes up with the basketball. And I think they've called the foul. Oh boy, that is no foul right there. But I think they've called it. Yeah, they called the foul on Oliver. Oh boy. Well, these things even out over the course of the game, but that is a tough call to go against Yokohama. And the expression on the face of Devin Oliver says it all. He didn't think it was a foul. Cooley goes to the line and misses, and perhaps the basketball gods taking care of business here. In other words, they say ball don't lie. They were fortunate to get to the line. He does make one of two. So it's back to a 4-point game. 50 seconds is a long time in a game like this. Both teams now over the limit. At least RYUKYU will be once they pick up their next foul. Boy, what do you do if you are Aoki? RYUKYU Golden Kings just 50 seconds away from the B-League Finals. If they can hold on and win this game, Yokohama B-CORSAIRS are not going quietly. Chiba Jets will be tipping off soon. They are taking on Alvark Tokyo. Chiba Jets with a 1-0 lead in that series. RYUKYU Golden Kings leading 1-0, 1-0 in this series. So it certainly seems like right now, RYUKYU Golden Kings, Chiba Jets in the final showdown seems like a high probability. But who thought Yokohama B-CORSAIRS were going to have the type of season they've had this year? And they have put Oba back in, so he is a three-point threat. They've got co-flipping on him. Kawamura playing with the turned ankle. And his pass intended for Jackson. So they didn't want to take the three. They tried to get the drive. And now RYUKYU Golden Kings. And Durham is fouled by Kawamura with 31.6 seconds remaining. Yokohama have played hard. They've played well. And ultimately, you know, more than anything with RYUKYU Golden Kings today, you have to think that it's their defense that has really put them into position to win this game. Because things not going well offensively as they would have hoped, but they've been able to turn it up. You know, they rode the back of that man right there, Josh Duncan. And now Dio Kutani's team is leading by 5. RYUKYU Golden Kings will not want to give away any three-point attempts, but they'll also be keen to avoid committing a foul on a three-point shot. Durham makes both free throws, and they really had no choice but to put him on the line to get the basketball back. So here's Kawamura and Imamura, and look at that. It was the hands of Jack Cooley. He knew the pass was intended, but the play just wasn't there. I mean, they had bodies, and sometimes you have to try your luck from deep. Pass it to the open man. Well, you watch this series and you just feel like there's not much more that RYUKYU could have done. You know, they've had their, they've made some plays, but ultimately, defensively especially, experience, maybe just a little more strength and depth overall for this RYUKYU Golden Kings team, perhaps. Oba puts it up from deep and makes the three, and that halves the deficit. Wow, what a shot that was. What a play and what execution. And just like that, it's a 3-point game. Oba, when your number is called, you need to step up and deliver. Oba has been very good. I mean, coming out, he had hit 2 of his 4 threes before this one, so he is 3 of 5. And all it takes is one shot like that just to give your team that little bit more hope. You saw the reaction from Devin Oliver and Charles Jackson. They believe they're going to win this. .9 seconds remains. Would they consider risking it, or will they foul and put him on the line again? I'm not sure I like this strategy. I think I would almost rather put him on the line. Okay, they are going to put him on the line. You let a lot of time go off the clock. Sudo has fouled out of the game. I think you have to, if you don't get the steal, you got to foul sooner than that. So if Kishimoto makes just one of the 2, it's a 2-possession game effectively. Morikawa is coming back into the game. So you got plenty of players on the court for Yokohama that can hit 3-point shots. Excuse me, it is Kishimoto, and he does indeed get the first free throw. And the fans can sense it. They can sense it. Just 17.5 seconds away from booking their place in the finals. And the lead is 5. Do you go for the 3? Do you go for the first available shot? If they give up the layup, do you take that? I think there's still enough time to go for the 2 if they go quick. Otherwise, you got to put up the 3. Oliver. Somebody. Kawamura. And Jackson is fouled. And with just 2.0 seconds left, it's just not going to happen. They have now run out of time, basically. Well, they did a good job of guarding the perimeter and not giving away the 3-point shot. To say that they need a miracle here is the understatement. And now with Jackson missing the first, it's game over. Great season for Yokohama B-CORSAIRS. They are not going to be sad about how their overall season went. They'll be full of pride. They'll be disappointed not to get to the final, but it has been a remarkable campaign for this team and something that they can build on moving forward. So RYUKYU Golden Kings take care of business, and it was not an easy task today. They came up against a very good Yokohama B-CORSAIRS team. Full marks to both players, both clubs, both everybody. Coaches, excellent game, but it's RYUKYU Golden Kings winning it 88-84 over the Yokohama B-CORSAIRS. They advance to the B-League Championship Finals. Well, I think Duncan has to be the player of the game, surely. There is the quarter-by-quarter scoring. Yokohama led by 3 at the end of the 1, by 2 at halftime. We're tied heading to the fourth quarter, and RYUKYU Golden Kings, they got it done in the end. You can see Jackson telling Duncan, go get it. Go get that title. Jackson was amazing. Just overall outstanding performance by him today. 26 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists. So really in both games, Coach Aoki could not have asked for anything more. Jack Cooley, what can you say? Just a real battler in there. 14 points, 8 rebounds, 2 blocks, a steal. Played very well in crunch time. So Kawamura is now, remains to be seen what type of honors he's going to receive here after the season, but he will definitely get MVP votes. And Yokohama hear the applause from the RYUKYU Golden Kings fans. They know that they have really, I think, exceeded expectations this season. Kawamura is going to go get some treatment on that ankle. And they will see Kawamura again at the World Cup since they'll be playing games here. Charles Jackson, amazing semifinal series. And again, a great job by Coach Aoki. Great job by Devin Oliver. Just did not have quite enough to beat this great RYUKYU Golden Kings team. So we're going to hear from Coach Dai Okatani.
ファイナル進出おめでとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
準決勝勝ってチームメイトと笑顔で握手を交わしました。どんな思いだったんですか。
いや本当よくやってくれました。
I think the team did a great job.
昨日も今日も追い上げに遭いながら最後逃げ切りました。チームの強さどこに感じてますか。
いや本当に何があっても慌てずに、本当にチームが一体感を持ってプレーできているところ、やっぱり今シーズンの強さこれだと思ってるんで、本当この土壇場でもこういうのが出せたっていうことを本当に自分たちは自信持ってファイナルに臨みたいなというふうに思ってます。
As far as the team is, you know, we're always positive. We always working together. Like we say, we're always as one. A little bit patient. We had a little trouble here at the beginning, but we were really patient. We were able to take away the win.
第3クォーターで得点を重ねました。流れ乗れたと思いますが、選手にはどんな声かけをしていたんですか？
何喋ったか覚えてないですよもう瞬間瞬間飛んでるんで、もう、はい、覚えてないですね。はい。
We're just really into the moment here. Things were getting really busy here, so I really don't remember what I told the team.
いよいよファイナルです。ファンにはどんな試合見せたいですか？
いや本当皆さん横浜アリーナ来てください。もうすぐ今みんな航空券とチケット買ってぜひ横浜アリーナでどこが空いてくるかわからないですけど、やっぱり去年僕たちが取れなかったものっていうのを取りに行きたいんで、一緒にみんな取りに行きましょう。
So the only thing that I can say to our supporter here is our fans is please just buy the plane tickets right now, buy the tickets right now and join us in Yokohama Arena. We do need your support. We left something back behind last season. We're going back to take it back. So please come down to Yokohama and please support us.
ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。
Thank you very much.
続いてジョシュ・ダンカン選手お願いします。
皆さんこんばんは。
今日は18得点の活躍でした。ご自身のプレー振り返っていかがですか？
Taking a look back at the game here, you got 18 points. How do you think you played today?
It was honestly a team effort. We fought hard. We didn't start off great, but we stayed persistent. We kept fighting, and I'm proud of us for coming out with the victory.
いや本日は本当にタフな試合でした。前半はちょっとスタートは良くなかったんですけれども、後半に入ってからみんなチーム一丸となって戦ったので、こうやって勝てたと思います。
横浜のインサイドも強力だったと思いますが、どんなことを大事にプレーしていたんでしょうか？
Pretty sure you had Yokohama on your mind as well in the finals. Just want to know, you know, what your feelings were here towards the game here. How did we plan?
I couldn't hear him, man. What did you say?
Didn't you hear me? The question was, I'm pretty sure that you had Yokohama on your mind as we were playing today. But with today's game, yeah, what were you thinking about while you were playing today's game?
Just focusing only on this game. Obviously, our goal was to win so we can advance to the finals. And like I said, we all stayed focused on this game. We fought to the very end. Give Yokohama credit for giving us a good fight. And yeah, I'm just happy we're moving on to the finals.
いや横浜も本当に素晴らしいプレーをしましたし、このラリーファイナルのこともずっと考えてたんですけれども、自分としては、とにかくこの試合に集中をして、みんなと一丸となって、プレーができる、そして、勝ちを取りに行くということが、とにかく今自分の中で一番ありました。
ファイナルまで来ました。どんなバスケットを見せたいですか？
At the final games, what kind of basketball play would you like to show our audience?
We just want to play hard. Obviously, we're going to the finals. Our goal is to win. That's easier said than done. So, you know, we're going to prepare this week coming up to get ready to play whoever it is we play. And I believe in our team, and we're going to work hard and give our best effort.
とにかくファイナルに関してはですね、とにかくハードにプレーをして、そしてチームのことを信じておりますので、ファイナルでも一丸となって勝ちに行きたいと思っております。
おめでとうございました。
Thank you very much.
続いて小野寺翔太選手お願いします。
So now Onodera.
名前を呼ばれて少し意外そうな顔をされましたが、
はい、
今真ん中に立ってどんな思いですか？
緊張してます。
I'm pretty nervous right now.
今日スリーポイント3本決めました。ご自身のプレーはどうでしたでしょうか？
そうですね、CS 入ってからちょっとシュートの調子が悪かったんですけど、チームメイトが、信頼してくれてましたし、僕らはリバウンド強い選手たちがいるので思い切って打つことができました。
When we started coming into the championship games here, my shooting wasn't really as well, but the team really backed me up. So with their help, I was able to help the team out too as well.
河村選手の守りも大変だったかと思いますが、どんなことを意識してプレーしていたんでしょう。
そうですね、簡単にやらせないということを意識してたんですけど、なかなかうまくいかなかったですけど、ファウルをうまく使えた部分もあったので、それは意識して今後もやっていきたいなと思ってます。
My position is guarding Kawamura, number 5, Kawamura Yuki. It was really tough. The only thing that I had in mind was not letting him shoot, but it was a really tough position to hold. But we were able to work that out with the team.
今日も多くのファンが応援に駆けつけました。ファンの声援はどうでしたか。
そうですね、本当にしびれましたし、入るために、盛り上がってくれましたし、ディフェンスハードにやったらこの盛り上がってくれましたし、本当に僕自身ぶち上がりました。はい。
The fan support was just amazing. Every time we played hard, the fans would cheer us on. Every time we had a great defense, the fans would cheer us on. Your support is just awesome.
おめでとうございました。
ありがとうございます。
続いて今村啓太選手お願いします。さあこれで去年と同じファイナルの舞台に立てます。準決勝勝ってどんなお気持ちですか。
そうですね、ようやく、自分たちが望んだステージにチャレンジできると思っているので、やっぱりこの B リーグファイナルで、皆さんと一緒にチャンピオンシップ取るために、今シーズンやってきたので、ワクワクしてますし、皆さんの、声援を、期待してます。
First of all, I'd like to thank everyone for their support. You know, we came into this championship playing hard, but if it wasn't for your support, we probably couldn't have made it here. So even when we go to the finals, we ask that you support us as well.
昨日はファウルトラブルもありましたけれども、今日は30分以上プレーしました。コートの上ではどんなことを考えてプレーしていたんですか。
そうですね、自分の中でなかなかタッチが小野寺翔太選手が決めたせいで僕がシュートが入らなかったんですけど、それでも僕が点を取らなくても、このチームはもう誰でも点取れるチームなので、チームメイトを生かして自分はディフェンスをハードにするということを、心がけてプレーしました。
My touch wasn't really good with the shots here today, but Onodera, he also was doing really good with the shots, so that kind of helped the team out as well. But the team backed us up, so back myself up as well. Even if I don't have to make the points, the team will do it for us. We all work together as one.
今日勝ってこれがホームの最終戦になりました。今シーズンホームに駆けつけてくれたファンの皆さんにメッセージをお願いします。
はい、本日も本当にたくさんの方が駆けつけてくださって、その皆さんの前でしっかりファイナルを勝ち取れたこと、ファイナル進出を勝ち取れたこと、本当に嬉しく思います。そして本当にレギュラーシーズンから、本当に多くの声援のおかげで僕たちはこうやって勝ち進めたと思っているので、しっかりとファイナルで自分たちがその恩を返せるように、しっかりまた準備して頑張っていきたいと思いますので、しっかり優勝するまで声援をお願いします。
Thank you very much for your support. We couldn't have made it this far without you. From the regular season, all of you really supported this team. We're going into the finals here, and we'd like for you all to come with us and take away the victory at the finals as well. Thank you very much for your support.
ありがとうございました。インタビューは以上です。
Well, the final will be in Yokohama, the Yokohama Arena. Of course, if the B-CORSAIRS had won this series, they would have played at home, but it was not to be. And instead, we're going to see RYUKYU Golden Kings against either Alvark Tokyo or Chiba Jets. Chiba Jets leading that series 1-0. And now we're going to hear, I think, from Alan Durham, perhaps. Comes out wearing the hoodie. So Alan Durham named player of the game.
こんばんは。 just want to thank you guys for pushing us over the top. Closeout games are always the hardest. And like Duncan said, it took a team effort to get Yokohama out of here. So just want to say thank you guys. And with that extra money, I think we're going to do yakiniku, guys. Let's do it. Yakiniku. Fight, okay.
いや本当に皆様、本日も2日間にわたってありがとうございました。皆さんのサポートがあって、これこそこうやってウィンができ、ビクトリーができたと思います。2日間はいつもタフなゲームなんですが、こうやって皆さんのサポートがあって、そしてチーム一丸となってこうやって勝てることがあります。さあ、そしてこの賞金をもちまして、私たちは焼肉に行ってきます。ありがとうございます。さあ、改めまして本日の試合は88対84で
Well, a very happy Alan Durham going to take that money, and I think he said it's going to be yakiniku, which is a Japanese-style barbecue. So you can see that brought the smiles to the faces of all of his teammates. They're going to be eating well tonight. Well done, Alan Durham. I wouldn't mind joining them. Just a terrific all-round performance, and you can see that finally these RYUKYU Golden Kings players able to relax, and as Alan Durham said, you know, those closeout games where you have to win it to seal your passage to the next round or to even win the title, those are always the toughest. And so it was today. Instead of coming in, quaking in their boots today, Yokohama B-CORSAIRS came out focused, determined, confident, and really gave this RYUKYU Golden Kings teams fits today. Onodera came out and had a terrific first quarter. And despite going up by 6 points early, RYUKYU Golden Kings, because of Charles Jackson and everything that he was able to do for the Corsairs, they were able to come back and take the lead and go up by as many as 9 points. But Durham is one of the many players that had some big plays today in those difficult moments. Oba, I thought, really showed what he was about today. Patrick Oda just gets you some tough minutes every time he comes out on the court. Really good player. Oba that time scoring on the drive. Here was Kenta Mori driving in and having the ball blocked by Jack Cooley, who couldn't get the possession, but nevertheless, that extra effort. Patrick Oda, great passing and finishing. This is a big play by Maki. Also had the big three-pointer later in the game. And then Jack Cooley seeing the defense collapse on his teammate Imamura, and he made his cut to the basket and scored. Here's Onodera hitting one of his three-pointers in the game. And Jackson driving in and just was really terrific in this semifinal series. Kawamura not 100%, still contributing. And Duncan was outstanding. But every time they needed a bucket, they were able to go to Jackson, and he more times than not finished. That time perhaps wise not to give away the foul on Jack Cooley. Kawamura coming right out and hitting that three-pointer. But Duncan just did everything. He really did. I was fully expecting a foul to be called there. So was Kawamura, but they didn't call it. And then that was one of the rare times when they were able to stop Devin Oliver. Cooley with the block, and then that was the big three by Mackey. Oliver with just a terrific catch and shot right before the buzzer. So 63 apiece going to the fourth quarter. And Oba hitting that three from the wing. Just a terrific drive from Ko Flippin. Oliver giving his team hope right with that three-pointer and thinking, well, maybe it is going to be their day. Maybe they are going to rescue, maybe pull this out of the fire. But then Kishimoto, that was a huge three. They drew up that play. He came right out, knocked it down. Charles Jackson was hoping to get an and one there, but he didn't make the shot. And Durham with the penetration and the tough play, the finish from Jack Cooley. They needed a three to breathe some life into their hopes. They got it from Oba. And then they just couldn't get any closer as Ryukyu Golden Kings did what they had to do. So Ryukyu Golden Kings winning it 88-84. You can look at the numbers. Three more three-pointers, and the free throws were huge in the end. They made 20 of 27. They got to the line. They put away the majority of them. Rebounding battle pretty even in the grand scheme of things. And Ryukyu scoring 12 points off turnovers. I thought they had 36 points in the paint, but also for the Corsairs, 44, 46 points in the paint. And you had the leading scorers, rebounders, and assists. So Durham had 19 points in the end. Jackson had the 26 points, which was a game high. Also had 8 rebounds, just like Cooley. And Imamura with the 7 assists, 6 assists for Yuki Kawamura. So for Ryukyu Golden Kings, 19 points. For Durham, 18. For Josh Duncan. And 14 points were scored by Jack Cooley. 11 for Onodera, 9 of those coming from three-point range. And Imamura had 9 points. Even though he struggled from the floor, 3 of 13, as he said, he was able to help in other ways. He had the team high 7 assists. Imamura also had a steal and a block. $26 points for Jackson, 18 points for number 15, Devin Oliver. Kawamura had 16 points for Yokohama, 11 for Oba, who had 3 of his 5 attempts from deep go in. And Patrick out at 6 points, 3 rebounds. And the head-to-head matchup we highlighted before the game, well, I guess you have to say perhaps Jackson might have won that one. 26 points, 8 rebounds, and also had the three assists. And, well, Durham had the big game as well. He was named the player of the game, 19 points, the 6 rebounds, and in fact, that might have been blocks. I'm not sure exactly what that last stat was. Anyway, it's been a great game. 88-84, Ryukyu Golden Kings win it, so they advance to the final, and you can see they will now await the winner of Chiba Jets or Alvark Tokyo, who are meeting in the other semifinal, and that game just about ready to tip off. So again, the finals will be at the Yokohama Arena. And we know at least one of the teams that's going to be there. It's going to be the Ryukyu Golden Kings. And Chiba Jets, perhaps, will be their opponents. We're about to find out. One last time, 88-84, Ryukyu Golden Kings win over Yokohama B-CORSAIRS to complete the 2-game sweep in the B-League semifinal showdown between these two teams. Thanks for watching, everybody.